So with the Orks holding 4 objectives, I was able to draw another 3 cards, so I've still got Here We Go War. Need to secure 4, which is over in those ruins. Kingslayer and Psychological Warfare. So, how did I go about trying to do it? Well, obviously, secure 4 was nice and easy. That truck's objective secured, so that can just sit there. That's a point. The boys that got out of this truck ran up the hill, charged into the stealth suit, managed to pull off a 12-inch charge on the roll. So I got Here We Go, and I was able to wipe the stealth suit out for minimal return casualties from the snapfire of the Riptide. Now over here, got my tank busters out and charged the Devilfish. Again, managed to pull off a 12-inch charge to do that, and took it out with melter bombs in combat. The explosion did kill 3, so that's one less thing to deal with. And the tank busters have finally done a tank. Dakka Jet swang over here, fired at the Riptide, only managed to do 1 wound on it between the 2 of them, which was a little bit of a disappointment. And then the final sort of thing of the turn, down here. Both of these boys got out of their trucks, leaving the trucks close enough to the objective so I can still score off them next turn. Both mobs headed towards these guys, and the knob here charged to soak up the supporting fire. He died horribly, but then I failed both my charges. So these guys are standing out in the open, and I haven't managed to get what I wanted, which was into combat with these guys and have a crack at getting Kingslayer off his Warlord. But not a bad turn. I did manage to score Here We Go and secure objective 4, and I'm still holding at least 3 objective points. 4 objective points actually, the one up there, the one there, one over here, and one down there. So yeah, things are still not looking bad for the Orks, but the Tau retribution is going to be fast and bloody. On to Tau turn 3. Okay, so this turn the Tau had to score objective 6, which is down here, and objective 3 in the middle there. And as ever, it was more about shooting than moving. So over here, combined fire of the Pathfinders and the broadsides blew up that truck, and then took 2 Pathfinders down in the explosion. Sam's not happy about that, are you?
No, it's a pretty shit turn, to be honest.
Excuse his language. This truck was already blown up, but what was it? Yeah, the boys had climbed up on the hill, and they got blasted off by the ghost kills. So much firepower from those guys. And the tank busters got shot by combined fire from the broadside? No, from the Reachers, wiped out all bar one of them. He's running away. Now, the Pathfinder team over there managed to get 2 marker lights off on this lead Dakka Jet. Broadside, Riptide fired at it and managed to only do 1 hull point. A little bit unlucky there, to say the least. And that was despite ignoring cover because of the Jinx not working. Jinx save's not working because of the marker lights. So a bit nasty there, but yeah, it was down here the real damage was done. Blasted this squad up and jumped back, so I really don't see how I'm going to get to these guys now. Those burst cannons put out a lot of firepower, and yeah, a lot of dead Orks, despite some really poor rolling actually. You know, the tower really didn't have the best of luck. They should be a lot further ahead now. He should be dead. He should be dead. That Dakka Jet should have probably got shot out the sky. It was just, yeah, a turn of bad luck for the Tau, but they've still done a lot with it, and they've scored 1 objective marker. But I'm running out of Orks here. This battlefield is just a sea of nasty, dirty, slimy, fish-faced Tau. But anyway, on to Ork turn 4. Right, so in Ork turn 4, we've seen just the devastatingness of Tau Overwatch fire. But first, let's have a look at what my objectives were. Got Kingslayer, Harness the Warp, really wishing I brought my Weird Boy now, and Blood and Guts, kill something in combat. Okay, we're Orks, we should be able to do that. Don't know what those 2 guys are doing there, they're dead. So, Dakka Jet swooped across here, killed most of the Pathfinders, last one's running off, so that's a nice little bonus. Lacking in much other things to do attacks, most of the trucks have stayed still, tried to shoot the Riptide, didn't do anything. This Ork just ran over here and is just going to sit on that objective, sticking 2 fingers up at the Tau and claiming that objective thanks to objective secured. Now, the main event. Big mob of 12 boys moved up here, got the lead ones to within about 8 inches of these guys, declared a charge. It's a full mob of 12 boys. Full firepower Overwatch from Ghost Keels, Riptide, Breachers, Fireblade, all of that into these guys thanks to the 12-inch supporting fire range, and just wipe them out to a man. 12 guys on the charge, just completely butchered, didn't even get a chance to roll my charge dice. And that is the firepower of the Tau. So this turn I have achieved nothing. So I'm going to discard Harness the Warp because I actually can't do that one. I am still leading. You know, technically I'm still winning this game, but what I have left is 1, 2, 3 empty trucks, an isolated knob facing a firing squad, 1 Dackerjet on the board, and 1 that's flown off the table. That is the end of Ork turn 4, so there's still got to be another 2 Tau shooting phases before we can even roll to see if this game ends, so I'm at risk of getting tabled here. Anyway, on to Tau turn 4. Right, so the Tau at this point have pretty much resigned themselves to the fact they're not going to catch up to the Orks on points, but they have a lot of firepower and can just blast me off the table. And that's basically what's happened. So the Riptide has jumped over here with his overcharged, blown up that truck. Ghost Kills blew up another truck. These guys killed the extra Ork that was down here. So as you can see, there are virtually no Orks left on the table. He even shot down one of my Dackerjets. Now I have 1 Dackerjet left on the off the board, and 1 little tank buster hiding down here. He's falling back, but he's still a model on the table, so I'm not out of here yet. This is only turn 4. This is the firepower of the Tau. Now he's also, through the use of some upgrades and some lucky rolls, managed to get domination, scoring him 3 plus D3 objective points. And then he rolls a 1.
Called it as well.
He did call it. He said, watch me roll a 1, and he rolls a 1. So, yeah, we're not out of this yet. I have to survive. If I survive 1 more turn, and then the game ends at the end of 5, I can still pull this victory out. But it's going to be tough. On to Ork turn 5. So, Ork turn 5, incredibly simple. Dackerjet swoops on, opens up on the commander, puts 2 wounds on him, doesn't bring him down. Tankbuster fails to rally and then rolls the double one he needed, but not for his rally, but for his fallback. So he's just going to stand there. And yeah, didn't score anything. On to Tau, turn 5. So with Tau dominating the board, they've been able to draw a whole load of objectives. We've got Secure 5, Secure 4, Witch Hunter, good luck with that one. Feigned Withdrawal, Hold the Line, and Recon. And he was able to achieve all of these apart from Witch Hunter. So now that's put a lot more points on the board for the Tau. He's also shot down my last Dackerjet, so literally all I have left is 1 Ork running away. So Sam, do you want to do the honours and roll to see if the game carries on? It carries on. And ladies and gentlemen, that is game. So the Ork failed to rally, fell back through the ruins. Tau turn. These guys moved up and they actually assaulted him in a very ballsy, if somewhat overconfident manoeuvre, because they had the score kill something in combat objective. And yeah, he got massacred by Tau in combat. It's a very sad day. So despite all those points the Orcs scored in the early game, they're all gone and there are loads of Tau still standing. So that is a total and utter massacre. Good game, sir. Thank you very much, and yeah, see you guys next time. Bye. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that battle report. It was really fun to play, actually. Very good to see 2 very different philosophies of army build and see which was going to do better. We'd been particularly keen to try out the Cult of Speed against the Tau. After last week, when Sam's Tau wiped out my Salamanders inside 4 turns, and then my mate Rob's Raven Guard inside 3 turns, we were starting to fear that this new Tau codex, you know, might be borderline unbeatable. So we've tried, you know, not because we lost, but just because of the manner of the loss, the way that we've just been wiped out in under 4 turns. So I thought I'd try something very different, an army that was multiple small, fast-moving units being pushed forward really aggressively. Because a lot of the Tau's buffs work by combining their fire and obviously relate primarily to shooting. So I thought, okay, try a fast assault-based army, lots of small units, so combining the fire has less of an effect and there's less opportunities to do it. And yeah, things from the start were going really well for the Orks. Managed to get 13 points on the board before the Tau put scored a single point, so that was awesome. But then just the magnitude of the Tau retribution fire as all these shots that are hitting on 2+, because he's got multiple ways to buff his ballistic skill. The ignoring cover really hurt the Orks, who kind of have to rely on cover because we have practically no armour. And just the way that they were able to mop us up. We did last till 6 turns, thanks to that one brave little tank buster. But it was, yeah, the Tau are tough. The thing that particularly scares me isn't the main Hunter Cadre, where they support fire each other and they can combine their shots and get 12-inch range on their Overwatch, what's it called, supporting fire. But the Wall of Mirrors special rule with the optimised stealth cadre, allowing them to hit vehicles on the rear armour despite firing from the front, and ignoring cover saves, and getting +1 ballistic skill that stacks with any other bonuses to ballistic skill, meant that a little group of stealth suits, 5 guys with burst cannons, I think it was 4, I might have killed one by that point, were able to take out an Ork battle wagon from the front in a single volley. And they didn't roll overly above average, it was, it was about average rolls. And that's, my toughest unit to take down with shooting, taken down by a really quite small, cheap unit that's really designed for anti-infantry. So Wall of Mirrors gives them a lot of strength, and I'm really scared as to how I'm going to come up with something to combat it. But it was a fun game, I say, up until sort of like turn 3 and 4, it looked like the Orks might just hold on to their advantage and win the game. But then the Tau just cleansed us from the battlefield. So well done to Sam, not taking anything away from you. You played the list really well, and it's got some nice little tricks there that need to be pulled off. And good luck to you in the tournament. Anyway, thanks guys for watching this. I hope you enjoyed. And if you have any thoughts on the battle, or what I could be doing differently with my Orks, or other ways to beat Tau, then let me know in the comments. There is one more list I really want to try against the Tau to see how it will perform, which is a Necron Decurion detachment, where they will get the bonuses to reanimation protocol, because that is so resilient that might be able to live the Tau firepower long enough to really take the fight to them and start dishing out some pain back. So that'll be a battle report for another time. Hopefully get that up on the channel within the next few weeks. And yeah, look out for the Reclamation of Florvex Battle 3 for the narrative campaign. That should be up within about a week or so, depending on how good the Wi-Fi signal is where I'm going on holiday to. So thanks again for watching, and see you soon. Bye.